frozen over. Wow. Good morning, happy Friday to you. It's a cold one here today, let me tell you that. If you couldn't tell from the opening, let me tell you, it's a bit cold today. I think it is -1 at the moment. Let me just check my weather app. It is 0. It's 0. Okay, it's a little bit warmer than -1. It's just 0 degrees here in London today. 0 degrees, feeling like -2. Feeling like -2. So very cold start to the day. The greenhouse has frozen over. I didn't know it could do this. I mean, at least the panels have frozen into their frames, so there's no chance of them blowing away in any storms. They are absolutely frozen into place. I mean, I feel like that's a good thing, so there we go. Good news, everything growing in the greenhouse is not frozen and seems to be doing really well. I mean, to be fair, the things that I planted into my greenhouse can cope with a bit of cold weather. So it's not like I've planted in vulnerable crops in here. We've got things like calabrese, cauliflower, radish, spring onion, and then my sweet peas. And all of these crops can cope with a little bit of cold, especially when they get going and they start growing. Obviously, for seedlings to germinate, they're going to need a little bit of heat and they need the soil not to be frozen over. But as soon as they get going and start growing, they can kind of cope with a bit of cold. So they're all doing well. The thing about the sweet peas, firstly, they're going absolutely crazy. I mean, look at the size of them. They've got tendrils. They want to climb, they want to grow. I'm just wondering if I need to fleece them over when I leave and keep fleece over them. I mean, I suppose the answer is yes, because they have. They have. I mean, they clearly have. It's been very cold last night and they clearly have coped. They're all doing really well and they don't look damaged at all, you know? So even if they had frozen over a bit, they don't seem to be suffering for it. So maybe I don't need to fleece them over, but please let me know in the comments what you do if you start sweet peas off in a greenhouse. Do you fleece them every night and unfleece them in the morning, or do you just let them go for it? You can see everything down here is doing well, including, might I add, the tomato seedlings. These shouldn't be here. These shouldn't be alive. These are tomatoes. These are tomatoes, but I tell you what, the frost and the cold has not killed them. It's November, guys. I'm germinating tomato seedlings in November. It's not a heated greenhouse, you know, this is a polycarbonate plastic greenhouse. It's not warm in here. It's about 7 degrees in here. The tomatoes are doing great, so there we go. Who thought you'd be hearing the phrase, the tomatoes are doing great in November? But here we are, saying it. Okay, like I said, freezing cold day. We need to rescue the potatoes quite urgently. I need to unfreeze the pond so the birds have got something to drink. We need to feed Einstein, and I think I need to carry on taking up all of those nasturtium. And then we will pull up the potatoes, and that's the plan for the day. See? why I didn't bring my winter gloves with me. COOLJOB. All my gloves are from COOLJOB. The link is below because there's a discount code. If you use the discount code EMMAGLOVE, you get 15% off all of the COOLJOB gardening gloves and workman gloves and stuff. They do a great winter pair of gloves that are all fleeced inside. I've got them at home for my home garden. I didn't bring them down. So I've just got these gloves today, and they're still quite warm, but they're not as nice and cozy as my fleece ones. They're my favourites for winter. Honestly, they're amazing. So I shall have to bring them down. But you definitely need something on your hands today to keep your hands nice and warm. It's absolutely freezing out there. I'm going to be coming in here a lot just to warm up. We're going to start by doing some maintenance work with the wheelbarrow, pulling things up, because I think it will warm me up. At least the sun's out. At least the sun is out. Oh no, sad news guys. I feel like the cosmos is finished. It is actually finished, but having said that, it does still have little flowers on it that look quite pretty. So I don't think any more flowers are going to open now, somehow, now that it's this cold. But because it's got all these beautiful little flowers on, I'm going to leave it as long as possible. It's almost the end of November and we have still got cosmos flowers. That's unbelievable and unheard of. I've never had cosmos growing this late in the year before, ever. Have you? Let me know. Like I said, I think it's finished, but I'm going to leave it just while these flowers are still on because it's so pretty. Right, guys, look at that sun. Look at that sun on my face. That is so nice. Oh my gosh, I've never been more happy to see the sun. Honestly, I haven't. So much sun this year, don't you think? Like more than ever before. It's been incredible. It's been such a good year. And continuing to be a sunny year, which is really nice. There's no way this sweet corn is going to survive any longer. So I'm going to pull it out. I feel like it's such a shame because the plant was looking really good and healthy, but it's just the wrong weather. It's just the wrong weather. So what I'm going to do is put it in the compost heap and chop it up, and at least it will do something good there. So it's almost like I've just grown it for the compost heap. But look at this. Isn't that a good looking little sweet corn? You know, it's not leggy, it's not falling over the place. It was sown from a seed in the ground. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's just such a shame. It's such a shame, but it had no chance, I'm afraid. Sorry, mate. I shouldn't have got your hopes up. Runner beans probably need to come up too, but I'm going to leave them a bit longer because I'm too cold to do it all today. I can only do so much before I freeze. watch my dahlias at all. I've got 3 dahlias sitting here, just poking out the ground, minding their own business. They will not survive the winter, guys. They sort of grew quite unexpectedly this year because they didn't do anything for a very long time, and then right at the end of summer all of a sudden they sort of sprouted and started giving me flowers, which was lovely but very unexpected. So I'm not going to dig the tubers up. I have tried digging dahlia tubers up so many times and I just end up killing the tuber, which is such a waste. I think it's better for me personally, as a dahlia killer, to leave them in the ground. What I'm going to do is chop down the foliage, chop up the foliage and use the foliage as a blanket. Now that might be a little bit cannibalism or a little bit weird, using its dead body as a blanket, but apparently it works and I don't have anything else to mulch it with right now. As soon as the horse manure is back, there's no horse manure. Do horses just not poo in the winter or something? What is going on with the horses? Can horses everywhere please start pooing again? Anyway, as soon as we get some horse manure, that's going to go straight on the top of the tubers. Hopefully give them a nice thick blanket for the winter and they'll just come back next year. Stronger than ever guys. Right, so let's chop them back. Actually, what I could do, because I'm a little bit worried about the temperature dropping overnight, I could collect up some of those leaves over there and dump those over the top. I think that might be a sensible idea. Quite a good little blanket for the dahlias. This will work well. I just need to mulch them over really thickly. I mean, what would really be good is, like I said, horse manure over the top. And as soon as the horses decide to start pooing again, we will do that, because that will really keep them nice and insulated for the winter. Right, happy with that. That is good. I am absolutely freezing. I'm sorry if this whole vlog is just me saying about how cold it is. My mouth is cold. I can't talk properly. That's how cold it is. I can't help it if it's cold. This is what is happening. It's my diary. This is what it is. The greenhouse is frozen over. It's icy. There's ice everywhere. Oh my gosh, why am I here? For the potatoes, for the good of the potatoes, because we grew them back in August, hoping for Christmas potatoes. It's now the end of November. How long have they been in the ground? I think, did I actually put them in end of July or beginning of August-y? So that is almost 4 months. September, October, November, it's almost 4 months. And main crop potatoes take around 4 months to get to like the peak harvest. You can harvest potatoes before they're ready. They'll just be smaller. I do it all the time. But they take about 4 months, so I reckon we're about there. And it doesn't matter if we're not, because they're frozen, so when they need to come out basically. And that is the next job, that's the last job of the day, is to harvest all of the potatoes. Right, as soon as I can feel my fingers again, we'll go out and harvest the potatoes, okay? Is that okay with you guys? I just quite like to feel my fingertips, you know, so I know what I'm doing. Oh what your potatoes look like when they freeze over. Not very good, is it? They look like a bit like the alien eggs. Have you ever seen the film Alien? The way that I sort of earthed them up, they're all sitting on these little mounds and it looks so strange. But it's so, it looks like Alien, like all the eggs. Oh, look who's turned up. Are you sensing some worms under here, are you? Yeah? All right, we'll see, we'll see. Right, first potato coming up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh my gosh, there's loads of them. There's loads of them. Oh my gosh, there's loads of them. Oh my gosh. I haven't even done any digging yet and I found loads. Oh wow. Oh my gosh! Look at the size of these! Oh my goodness! That's unbelievable! Wow! What a whopper! I knew this would be a good harvest. Right, next plant coming up. Wow! Look at that one! Oh my gosh! This is insane! Oh, this is insane! Oh wow! Amazing! It's perfect for Christmas. There's loads in here! Oh my goodness! Hundreds! Hundreds! Right, what's under here? Oh, look at this! These are such great sizes, I can't believe it. Wow! These are huge. Oh, these are just massive. Oh! It's amazing. Wow! I can't believe how big they all are. This is amazing. This is such a great harvest. Oh my God! Look at these. Oh, this is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. When you dig, you do find more. Like that beauty. Wow. Come on. Oh yes. Oh yes. Got some good potatoes here. Fantastic. Wow, wow. Some of these potatoes are absolute whoppers. I did have a good feeling about them actually. I did think they would do well. They grew amazingly and I could just kind of tell they were doing something really good under the ground, and I was right. My gardening instinct was correct this time. I've got some massive, massive potatoes here. Now what you would normally do in this situation is dig over that bed, dig it all over, get out as many potatoes as you can. I can't, I am freezing, I am literally frozen. If I don't go home now, I think I'm going to be unwell. My toes are frozen in my boots and I'm wearing 3 pairs of socks. So that's how cold it is. I'm going to take my potatoes home in my plastic bag. In fact, I'm going to put them in the bag now and finish this conversation in the greenhouse. See you in a sec. Right, oh my gosh, I am not even just a little bit cold, I am absolutely frozen like an icicle. I need to go home. The thing I was just going to add is that when I store when I store these potatoes, I will not be washing them. Apparently, if you wash your potatoes, they don't store as well. And I would love these to last as long as physically possible, as I possibly can. So I won't wash them, and I'm going to store them in a dark, cold place. I have like a utility room, and it's cold in there, and it's dark, and nobody likes it, but the potatoes will be very happy in there. So that's where they're going. I hope you've enjoyed my vlog today. If you have, do give me a thumbs up, maybe hype the video, because I have turned into an icicle to film this, so that would be lovely. If you could maybe give me a little hype. I think it just recommends my video to more people or something. I'm going to be back again on Sunday with a home garden diary, and then I think I might not be back Monday. I might just do Wednesday and Friday on the allotment, just because it's so cold. As we go into December, I'm thinking of adding more home vlogs into my kind of week, just because, well, like I said, it's cold down here, there's not too much to do, and it's hard to get 3 allotment vlogs out. I know you guys really look forward to my vlogs, so I'd like to put something up. So we'll see how we go through December. I will do my best to get as much content out as I can. Until then, do try and get outside. You don't have to go as crazy as I did and turn into a popsicle, but it is nice to get some fresh air and some sunshine. It lifts you up, it lifts up the spirits, it makes you feel good, especially when you're back home with a cup of tea. And yeah, enjoy your gardens, guys. I'll see you again on Sunday morning, 9 AM. See you then, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye, 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 bye.